title that's given to the student who is the highest academically ranked student. And it also gives the farewell or the closing presentation at graduation. He's the last speaker for tonight. This is a very special moment because if you look at your program, you will see that Myles is one of many students that got a lot of scholarships. But this is special to all of us because he will be going to the United States Navy Academy where you'll be getting a $400,000 scholarship. Strong military defense, we got to have strong Navy officers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our valedictorian, Myles Wortham. Thank you. Let's go, Gwen. Whoa, hold it. I had a... Sorry.
So, while I get my speech out, I have some good and bad news. The good news is, I'm the last speaker for the night, and so after that, y'all can all, we're good. The bad news is, I'm the last speaker for the night, so y'all are gonna have to sit here for a little while longer. Everyone who knows me knows I don't shut up. Sorry. It's so annoying. Okay. Finality. It's a bittersweet and recurring theme in life, repeating from the day you're born to the day you die. No matter who you are, you'll have a final moment with every single person in this room. A final moment with every friend, family member, and person you'll meet in your life. Today I'll talk to you about finality and how it affects us in 3 different aspects: our perspective, our legacy, and our ability to appreciate. Seniors, we're at the end. For many of us, today will be the last time we see each other, so now is the best time for reflection. There's a phrase I'm fond of: hindsight's 20/20. In other words, everything is clear looking back. With our newfound clarity, we see the overall importance of events in our lives. We see how much time we spent building up relationships. Then we watch those same relationships torn down in a fraction of the time because of petty disagreements. Looking back, was it worth it? Finality gives you a different perspective on important matters. The end of high school is graduation. For the most part, regardless of choice, the end result is still here. Now that we're here, we look at one another and feel a sense of belonging as graduates of 2012. We are SST's first 6th through 12th grade class. Those important matters didn't affect the end result. They weren't important in the long run, yet they caused tears, heartbreak, and pain. The reasons for conflict weren't important, but their effects on each of us was very important. In the movie The Karate Kid, there's a scene I will never forget. After walking in on Jackie smashing his car, Jaden learns Jackie does this every year on the same day. You see, on this day, Jackie and his wife had an argument while driving. They got in a wreck. His wife and son died. And for everything in his being, Jackie could not remember what they were arguing about. Whatever it was, he knows it could not have been important enough to cause the death of his wife and only child. This story shows vividly the connection between cause and effect and conflict. The cause might be insignificant, but the effect can be monumental. But how does this apply to us? We're at the beginning. Life doesn't end at graduation. Apply the knowledge of the effects of pain and conflict to the rest of your life. Use it to avoid conflict when possible, and be a positive impact in others' lives. The subject of impact in others' lives brings me to my next point: legacy. When viewing life from the perspective of finality, you might wonder how you'll be remembered as you move on. Memory. It's everything. Your entire life is in essence a memory. Your experiences, ups and downs, victories and defeats, loves had, loves lost, life, everything. Memory. Legacy and finality are directly related, since you can't leave a legacy behind if you're still creating one. In her poem, Linda Ellis said, on a gravestone that reads 1964 to 1994, what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. Our legacy is defined by what we do from the beginning to the end, the dash. And you don't have to be dead to leave a legacy. In reality, the only difference between somebody alive and somebody dead is the ability to create a memory with them. Just think, when I leave tonight, for the majority of the people in this room, we won't create new memories. It's a fact. So I'm dead to you. In your world, my gravestone says 2012 to 2012 with a very small dash in between. The memories you have of me after tonight, what I leave behind, will be my legacy in your life. But why leave a legacy? Legacy is others' memory of you. If we didn't affect anybody at all, nobody would know we existed. Our existence on Earth would be useless. So what we leave behind, our impact on this world, depends on the differences we make in others' lives. And on that note, I'd like to mention four who have left an astounding legacy on my life and the school. Their legacy will never be forgotten. Mrs. Barba, Mr. Mamedov, Mr. Emra, and Mr. Adam. Mrs. Barba, Mama Bear, acted as a lighthouse from 6th grade, guiding us all through our hormonal changes to lead us to this moment. Mr. Mamedov, the guy forcing us to do things we never wanted to do because he knew it would be good for us. Mr. Emra, I'll never forget my overpowering urge to leave SST in 6th grade. You're the main reason I decided I wanted to stay. And Mr. Adam, I will never forget your ability to go off topic to talk about how alcohol is bad for us, getting pregnant is bad for us, because you knew it was important to the rest of our life. You were our math teacher for 5 years. You cared for us, and you were a father for the school, and we knew we could talk to you when we needed it. So thank you. So we all have many more memories, some good, some bad, of at least two of these individuals. They're living examples of people who influence and affect our lives as a whole. It's in those impacts, those memories, that they've made a difference and left their legacy in our lives forever as we move on. Mrs. Barba, Mr. Adam, Mr. Emra, Mr. Mamedov. I want to say thank you for everything, honestly. So, I've spoken to you about finality's effect on perspective, how it allows us a legacy. These points bring me to my final point, finally. Appreciation and its relation to the end. The phrase, you don't realize what you have until it's gone, is the truth. Endings bring appreciation and sorrow as a pair. Unfortunately, it's only at the end that true appreciation is obtained, because true appreciation of something is a direct result of acknowledging its scarcity. Knowing that you are short on time, that soon you won't be able to make more memories, fosters appreciation of people. It applies to anything. If you're accustomed to having it and believe you'll have it forever, why appreciate it? My parents are our best example of this. I'm so accustomed to having them in my life that I thought they'd always be here. I knew our paths would diverge when college came, but that concept wasn't real until recently. Then one day, I woke up and realized I'm leaving in a month. I'm going to the military. I was in shock, in denial. Life wouldn't change. I'd continue to see them daily. I'd continue to have those stupid arguments that made it so we didn't talk for a while. The lessons of showing appreciation they tried instilling in me, they continue to be pointless because the end wasn't nearby. Suddenly it is. And you're telling me that the people who laid the foundation that allowed me to develop into who I am today, you're telling me that soon I'll barely see them? There's so much regret over time wasted. Oceans of knowledge and experience I took for granted because I felt I had all the time in the world to explore them. And then one day you realize you're out of time. Only then do those lessons of appreciation make sense. Only then do you truly appreciate when you're out of time. So as our conclusion with each other weighs down on your shoulders and gives you new appreciation for those around you, don't succumb to the sorrow. Look ahead and remember to appreciate. Take advantage of what you have at the moment because it won't last forever. Nothing does. So now I've spoken to you about finality and its effects on perspective, legacy, and appreciation. Remember, in comparison to the big picture, many of the problems you have today are very small. Steve Jobs said, "Death is life's greatest invention." Remembering that you are going to die is the best reminder that you have nothing to lose. Leave your mark on this world that does around you. And lastly, while you do it all, use what you can while you are able and appreciate what you have. Remember, as Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or cannot do something, you're probably right. It's been an honor knowing you, seniors. It truly has. I'd like to say thank you again to my family, my teachers, and friends for all the support throughout the years. And with that, thank you for listening.